Okay, so in this lesson we are going to talk about triangles and how they can help you make better decisions in the market. So if you see price action doing, let's say, in case of an ascending channel, in case of a descending triangle, sorry. So if you see price doing something like this, I'm not sure if you guys can see it. My drawing is a bit crooked, but okay. So if you see the market holding a base but making lower highs, sorry, in this case you may have successfully identified a descending triangle, sorry. In case of a descending triangle, as the name states, the highest probability is for the price to break to the downside. The justification for this being that although buyers keep hold of this level because sellers aren't able to push to the downside, they keep losing momentum to the upside up until the final seller's push where they take the price to the downside. Same thing applies with an ascending triangle, sorry. This would be the case of an ascending triangle. So as you can see, we have this stop here and we continue on making higher lows up until a certain point where probability states that this triangle will be broke to the upside. Again, the same logic is behind this triangle as we stated earlier. Basically, what we are seeing is that sellers, even though are able to keep this level for a while, are losing momentum, and buyers are getting closer and closer to the level up until the sellers give up and the buyers push the price to the upside. Again, if you want to trade these kinds of formations, feel free. The strategies that are presented in this course don't follow these certain price action aspects, but they are paramount for you to know and to learn how to identify them in the market so that you can have added confluences to the setups that the indicator provide you. Now, as you probably got used to up to now, markets aren't that pretty and aren't that perfect, so let's jump onto some graphs and identify some triangles. Okay, again, disregard the indicators, we're just looking at price action right now, and the first thing that you can spot here is this level that has been holding for a while. But what happens to the tops of the price? As you can see, tops of the price are starting to get lower and lower, and if we connect the dots here, we can find a huge descending triangle. So when you see this kind of price action, you can expect the price breaking to the downside. So if the indicators tell you to sell, you should follow them because the probability of your setup being good is quite high. Let's see what happens with this triangle. As you can see, base held again. And now we have the final push of the sellers. So if you were to enter a trade somewhere around here or somewhere around here, you would have been golden. Now let's take a look at the flip side and see how ascending triangles work. Okay, let's take a look at this formation for a while. As you can see, we have a clear area right here that buyers haven't yet been able to conquer, even though it's been tested multiple times. But what happens with the lows? So as you can see, the lows keep getting higher and higher, meaning that sellers tend to lose momentum even though they still manage to hold this area. But again, we found ourselves right here in an ascending triangle. Let me just declutter this for you. And this is a perfect example of an ascending triangle that is most likely to break to the upside. Again, now if you have any instances for buys given your strategy and you see this kind of market formation, you can have an added insurance that it will most likely go in your side as it happens. So as you can see, this triangle has been broken to the upside. So buyers managed to break this point and to take the market to the upside. Okay, so that's all for the triangles. Again, keep in mind, the lower the highs get with the base maintained, it means price will go low. You have a descending triangle. The higher the lows get, again, meaning that the sellers are constantly losing momentum and they are nearing their breaking point, the price will shoot to the upside. Keep these tools in your trading arsenal and you will for sure become a better trader, even if you rely on the indicators for the second half of your decision.